Welcome to Season 2, Episode 10 of the Superman homepage, My Adventures with Superman podcast, covering Season 2, Episode 10, the Season 2 finale, titled My Adventures with Supergirl. Story by Josie Campbell, Brendan Clogger, and Jake Wyatt, directed by Diana Ha. The episode starts with Brainiac delivering his maniacal threat to Earth for rejecting his offer to become part of the Kryptonian Empire. As the military's planes attempt to attack Brainiac's ship, a deadly laser weapon destroys them all, including Hank Henshaw's plane. Amanda Waller tries to communicate with any of her operatives, but there's no response from any of them. When she tells Lex Luthor to shut down the Metellos, he's unable to, and runs away while Waller goes on the offensive gun in hand. As Lois, Jimmy, and Steve Lombard drive in Steve's van, they're attacked by the Metellos. John Henry Irons comes to the rescue. Superman and Kara, poisoned by kryptonite, are rescued by the Cavalry, Livewire, and the rest of the Intergang crew, much to the Man of Steel's surprise. Amanda Waller is also rescued by Sam Lane, who tells Livewire and her crew to take out the Metellos and help Superman defend Metropolis. They formulate a plan to get inside Brainiac's ship and pull out Brainiac's mainframe. They just need to get through the kryptonite-powered robots protecting the ship. As Livewire's team attempt to destroy the robots, their armor and tech, which are all based on Kryptonian technology, are affected by the kryptonite radiation. So Steel takes the lead, paving the way for Superman and Supergirl to get inside the ship. Confronted by Superman and Supergirl, Brainiac instigates his Eradicator override, taking over Kara's mind, turning her into a killing weapon. Brainiac reveals that when Krypton was at war 22 years ago, Jor-El helped broker secret peace talks for a ceasefire, rendering Brainiac obsolete as he was a weapon of war. Rather than settle for peace, Brainiac wiped out the planet. He was responsible for destroying Krypton. Jor-El, realizing what was happening, was able to save Kal-El while Brainiac managed to locate Kara. Now Superman must make a choice, save Earth or save his cousin. Kara, in full Eradicator mode, attacks Superman. On the ground below, Jimmy and Lois realize that Brainiac has control over Kara, and they vow to help. While Steve Lombard wonders what they can do, Lois and Jimmy drive off in his van. In the skies above Metropolis, Superman, refusing to fight, tries to get through to Kara. Brainiac orders his attack robots to destroy Superman, while Eradicator Kara continues to attack him. Struggling to stay away from her, Superman thinks back on the times he and his cousin have recently spent together, bringing him to tears. He resolves to get through to her somehow. Calming himself, Superman uses Brainiac's weapons against themselves, eliminating everything but Kara. Now on the ground, Kara attacks Superman in front of Lois and Jimmy. Superman tries again to get through to her. As Superman swings his arm, fists clenched, instead of punching Kara, he embraces her, holding her tight to him in a hug. With doubt showing in her Eradicator eyes, Brainiac tries once again to diminish her mentally, rebuking her over and over again. Jimmy embraces Kara, Lois embraces Kara, Superman embraces Kara. Collectively, their sentiments of love, loyalty, and family get through to her, and she cries out in anguish, breaking the Eradicator hold over her. Kara flies up, slamming into Brainiac's ship, attempting to push it away. Superman joins her, and while Brainiac attempts to push back, the pair are too strong and manage to remove the ship from Earth's atmosphere. As the ship heads towards the sun, Brainiac initiates the Black Zero protocol, unleashing kryptonite radiation throughout his entire ship, using it as a weapon to destroy Superman and Supergirl, along with himself. As the kryptonite beam fires at them, Kara pushes Superman out of its way, taking the full force of the hit, throwing her into the sun's gravity pull. As she falls into the sun, Superman follows. Thinking that they'll never be able to pull themselves out of the sun's gravitational pull, Kara realizes that not only has the kryptonite poisoning gone, but their cells are filled with golden radiation. Earth's yellow sun is powering them up. Re-energized, the Kryptonian cousins launch an attack on Brainiac's ship. Kara transforms into a red and blue Supergirl costume with cape. As Brainiac attempts one final attack on the pair, Kara takes him on, receiving a severe gash under her right eye in the process. She prevails, Brainiac is destroyed, his mainframe unit in her possession. From space, their super hearing allows them to hear the sounds of the people of Metropolis cheering for them. The threat is over, and Kara passes out. A few days later, Kara wakes up at the Kent farm. Lois and Jimmy are asleep in the lounge room, obviously having stayed nearby in worry. As she enters the kitchen, Clark walks in, followed by Ma and Pa Kent. They greet Kara warmly, and she's happy to meet them. Clark says he has a surprise for Kara. The cousins go outside, where Clark introduces her to a baseball and glove to play catch. A week on, as everyone gathers at the Kent farm for a barbecue, we hear Clark, Lois, and Jimmy narrate the story that features in the Daily Planet newspaper about Superman and Supergirl saving the day. We see that Amanda Waller is still at large, while Lex Luthor, with Slade Wilson by his side, has created LexCorp. On the roof of the Daily Planet, Lois tells Clark she's decided not to take up Vicky Vale's offer in Gotham. She's staying in Metropolis at the Daily Planet. Clark and Lois share a kiss. They are interrupted by Kara and Jimmy, who have brought food. As the foursome enjoy soup on the roof, Clark and Kara's super hearing alerts them to a fire. Not to be left behind, Lois and Jimmy are along for the flight. I gave this episode a 5 out of 5 rating. It picks up right where the previous episode left off. The finale to Season 2 of My Adventures with Superman was a heartfelt, epic conclusion to what has been a strong follow-on from Season 1. This version of Superman and Clark Kent is quickly becoming one of my favourite versions of the character in any medium. His heart is what makes him the hero we all love. Superman as an inspiring force is peak Superman. This show leans heavily into that concept. This is what you want from the character, not the brooding, is he good or bad, can he be corrupted version of the character we've seen so many times in recent years. Superman isn't us, he's who we could be, he's who we aspire to be like. In this season finale, Superman's example leads others to step up and be the hero. His example leads John Henry Irons to come to the rescue. Superman's example leads Livewire and the Intergang crew to step up and be heroes. Superman's example, along with the love and friendship of Lois and Jimmy, are what breaks through Brainiac's eradicated brainwashing of Kara, allowing her to be the hero. This episode had so many powerful moments. While there was plenty of fighting, shooting, punching, flying, explosions, etc., amidst all that action there was emotion, friendship, family, love and respect. It was so well written, I couldn't believe that the half hour was over so quickly. It was fast moving yet full. While Lois and Jimmy aren't the focus of this episode, they are pivotal to the main plot, and Superman wouldn't have been able to get through to Kara without them. This is very much, as the title suggests, Superman's adventure with Supergirl. Kal-El and Kara make a formidable duo. The cousins work so well together, this is probably the best version of the cousin dynamic I've ever seen. The moment where you think Superman is going to deliver a massive swinging punch to Kara, but instead uses that swinging arm to bring her in for an embrace, wow, that got me. Kara and Kal-El realizing that falling into the sun wasn't their doom but rather their savior was also an awesome moment. Where we usually see green veins to indicate the weakness Kryptonite is having on them, to see golden veins to indicate the sun is boosting their powers was a genius visual cue. Each time you thought Brainiac was done for, he just kept finding a new way to bounce back. It gave me Terminator vibes. Even now, I'm not sure we've seen the last of the Kryptonian AI. I'm so impressed with My Adventures with Superman. I'm absolutely thrilled the show is coming back for a third season. Here's hoping there are more beyond that. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.